Hey guys, it's Miss Beryl, and I'm joined again by Scottish Bra, Angus.
Hello.
And we're here for this week's team builder for the MBL. This is week 4, I believe.
Week four.
Yeah, and just an important note before we get into the team builder. Long story short, through no fault of our own, I'd like to make that clear. We Disney's team got leaked to us, and it didn't feel fair that we knew what their team was and they didn't know what our team was. So we decided to show them our initial team, and we basically agreed that we would just rebuild. And so we threw this together real fast. So it's not like the best team in the world. It's kind of, you know, like they have a really difficult team to prep for, and they're also really, really experienced. Like I personally am, I would consider myself like very inexperienced with Pokemon. I don't know where you'd put yourself on the.
I know the basics and also like hella luck.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're both very lucky, and we got the basics down for the most part. My typing, I still am not great with like knowing the typing weaknesses and matchups and stuff, but you know, we're learning. So you know, our team's not the best. Don't grief us over our team. We kind of threw it together real fast, like literally in like a few hours. And you know, we're just gonna do our best, and we're gonna go into it, and our attitude going into it is basically like, we're gonna make some, you know, risky plays, balls to the wall, because it's really difficult to really play it safe for this matchup.
Yeah. I mean, we Disney is such a hard team to prep for. Like, there's so many things that they can do. Yeah. So much versatility.
Yeah, it's they've got so much, and I think their like move pool is like 2.5 times the size of our move pool, for example. There's just so much their team can do.
It's insane.
So we did the best we could, but I don't think these are my mons aren't actually on quite the right side, so sorry about that. But we'll just kind of go through them one by one and talk about a little bit about the mon. So yeah, do you want to start off, Angus?
Yeah.
Pick a mon, any mon.
Yeah, so, well, I'll start off with the ones that I'm going to use on my side. So I've got Hoopa, I have Galvantula. No, that's going to be you. I have Hoopa, Infernape, and Togekiss, my bad.
Yeah, Hoopa, Infernape, Togekiss. Yeah, the Togekiss and the Magearna are switched on my layout, but just imagine, whatever. Just imagine.
Let's start with Infernape, shall we?
Yeah.
Infernape. So, shiny Infernape, first of all, of course.
Yeah, wanna just say, hey, let's make it shiny, whatever.
So we're bringing Fake Out, Encore, Rock Slide, and Close Combat, and we've got a Life Orb. I initially thought we should bring Rockium Z, but we've went with a Life Orb instead. We're running Jolly Nature, just to have the extra speed, because Tornadus and Tapu Koko and Hawlucha are super fast, and Duncan and Shihobu's team. Our hope is that if they're not fully speed invested, and it is a big hope, that we can at least outspeed Fake Out, of course, for priority.
Yeah.
Encore, because again, if we outspeed, it's a risky thing, but
it could really pay
Encore
out.
and some of the ones, like into Protect, or even, for example, Encore and Magmorton to follow me isn't disastrous.
Yeah, like that. Then we at least know what the mon's gonna do, or it forces them to switch. So, see if we can pull out an Encore play. That could be fun.
That could be fun. And then obviously Rock Slide, because they have 5 flying types, and that's as much as we need to say about that. Close Combat for damage.
Yeah, it's stab. It just hits really hard. I think there's a few of their mons that are like fighting weak. But it's just mostly for like stab and hitting hard, and we thought about having like Flare Blitz on there or something, like maybe one of the elemental punches, but we decided to go with Close Combat. Yeah,
when we were calculating Flare Blitz, like for example Flare Blitz onto Lando, it didn't do a massive amount. It was just like, there's no point doing a low amount for taking recoil. We might as well just hit hard with something else, basically.
Yeah,
that was our thoughts behind it.
That's exactly it. Cool. So that's basically Infernape. Got attack, speed, jolly, and you know, just a little bit of HP.
Always a little bit in HP.
Just a little bit in HP. So I'll do Mamoswine then, because Mamoswine's really important to our team.
I feel like Mamo's like your boy in our play. Like, you just love this Mamoswine.
Mamoswine's really good. Like, and it's such a good mon, and it also, even in this matchup, like, they're not, because I have a lot of flying types, they're not necessarily ground weak, but they're non-flying. Like Magmortar, for example, obviously gets hit really hard with ground attacks. And then a lot of the flying types get just smacked down with ice. Like the Landos don't appreciate ice, or sorry, the Genies don't appreciate ice, and things like that. So we kind of have, we've never melt ice to make the Ice Shard and the Icicle Crash just hit harder. It does 1.2 times the power. And then Earthquake and Protect. So it's not super crazy. We thought about maybe throwing a Choice Scarf on it.
Or Grandium Z.
Or Grandium Z, but like we just decided that it wasn't, if we're focusing, our game plan, and you'll see this in a second, is we're gonna put out our fast mons first, and then we're gonna have the slow mons in the back and the Trick Room mons, because both Hoopa and Magearna have Trick Room. If we got Trick Room up, obviously we don't want to be Choice Scarf. We'd only be Choice Scarf if we decide to lead with Mamo. But we decided we just wanted to have those extra hard ice hits because it gets through like Yachi Berry and whatnot. Like it just, Ice Crystal Crash does so, and even Ice Shard does so much with the Nevermelt Ice.
Mamo's going to be our boy in this free for all. Like if we get Trick Room up with Mamo can literally start sweeping.
Yeah, like Mamo could get like literally like 4 kills if
yeah, it's the biggest threat to their team.
Yeah.
That's why we need him.
Yeah, he's so good, and he's been really good in all our matchups, honestly.
Oh yeah.
He's just a good mon. But we have him fully attack, adamant invested, and then a little bit in defense, and that's mostly to live. We can live a Gyarados waterfall with just that amount in defense and HP. Not a Waterium Z, but we can live a waterfall. And then, you know, just hit it back real hard. I think Icicle Crash, I think it might kill. Or maybe not, or I'm not sure.
Gyarados?
Yeah.
It's not gonna kill. It's gonna do a big butt chunk.
But yeah, it does. I swear it does like 65 to 75% or something like that with the Nevermelt Ice. It does a large chunk. So, if it's already chunked a bit, or we can even just chunk it as like a, you know, just a last minute play if necessary. But yeah, nothing too crazy on Mamoswine. But that's our boy.
Yeah, the only thing is that with the Mamoswine, we're gonna be careful with it. Like I think in this battle, Mamoswine is gonna be our Magearna that we need to look after. Just because it does so much against their team, and they're gonna know that it does so much.
Yeah, exactly.
So if we have it in the back, if we get the Trick Room up, then it'll be very good, very good.
Yeah, exactly. So, what else? What do you want to go over next? You got Hoopa and Togekiss.
Oh, I love Togekiss. I love Togekiss so much.
Yeah, tell us about this Togekiss.
Okay, so Togekiss. So we've got Air Slash, Helping Hand, Follow Me, Protect, Agua Berry, and standard very bulky, of course. So we were thinking about running Roost or an Agua Berry or an equivalent berry. If we ran Roost, we'd have maybe run a different item, but because it's just gonna be a fat mon with Follow Me, we just want to have Agua Berry just so that it can heal itself back up quite high. With the EVs that we've got into things like defense, defense, special defense, and HP, it should be eating enough hits that it can go down to red. Like for example, if it's say taking a fire type move of Magmortar, for example, it's only going to do a little bit and just hopefully get it into red health. We're running Air Slash. I wanted to run Ancient Power again just because I have lots of flying types, but Beryl helped me see the way of, well, flinches will be more useful, especially if you get Trick Room up. And I was like, you know what, fair enough, because we've got no investment to special attack right now.
Yeah, so, it also gets the stab, which is just a little bit extra hitting power. But yeah, because you get a 60% chance to flinch, and flinching is always going to be better than the chance to freeze or the chance to paralyze. Not to mention, then even if they're paralyzed, it helps with speed control, but it's not even as great as it was before. If what you're doing is trying to stop them from attacking, it is just safer to go with the 60% chance. Like burn could be really useful on something, but from like Tri Attack even, or like the boost from Ancient Power, obviously godlike, but it's just you have only a 20% chance with Ancient Power. Tri Attack, you only have a 40% chance, and then even then you only have like a 13 or some small percentage chance to get either freeze burn or paralysis. And you know, depending on what you hit, like paralyzing something that's already, it doesn't make a difference to their speed, or even something paralyzing something could actually backfire for in Trick Room. it just didn't seem like, it didn't seem worth that. It just seemed like, just flinch them. Just flinch them. That's what Togekiss is good at. Just flinch them.
Yeah. It's obviously follow me, no questions why, redirection, of course. And then helping hand, because I really want to use helping hand.
Yeah.
Because it could be good. Like, if we've got Mammo out with Toolkit and we're not too sure about our role, then we just helping hand and we've got a guaranteed kill.
Yeah.
It's a good backup.
Yeah, and
very good backup.
Yeah, just bulky. And we put a bunch in special defense just because we think that they're gonna run, like, we're more worried about the special defense they're gonna run than the special attackers they're gonna run than the physical attackers.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, and besides, and the speed doesn't really, like, obviously Trick Room, but besides that, like, Helping Hand and Follow Me are both, and obviously Protect are all priority moves. So, it's like, it doesn't, you know, for that, it doesn't matter what our speed is.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's Toolkit. Toolkit doing what it normally does, eating hits and just generally being annoying.
Yeah.
That's why I love him.
That's basically what we're trying to do. Is this the Angus of Pokemon? No, Comfy is the Angus of Pokemon.
Oh yeah, Comfy is my best Pokemon. I'm still mad we didn't get Comfy. But you know, if we top cut, I want a transfer. I want a free agent Comfy.
We'll see about that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, back to our team. Beryl, you up next. You've got Magearna left on your side.
Magearna and Galvantula. Let's talk about Galvantula real fast. I feel like Galvantula, or Magearna, I don't feel like it's that interesting. Same with Hoopa, it's not that interesting in my opinion.
Well, I mean, it's got a couple of things. I mean,
it's pretty standard.
Z Fleur Cannon, it raises its special attack by +1. And
does it raise its special attack by +1, or is it just because it kills something, like there's not anything living it and it does that?
No, it raises it by 1, and if it kills it, it gets up by another 1.
Because I thought it just gave it Twinkle Tackle.
No, it raises it by 1, I'm pretty sure. I'm 90% sure.
You want to double check that? So, Compound Eyes with Thunder. Now, Thunder's a semi-risky move because while they have a lot of flying types, they've got a lot of a lot of like ground or thunder, like electric resist, or even just ground types. Like Coco is neutral towards it. Landorus obviously is immune. They could run a Silvally that's ground. So it's a tad risky depending on what they have in the back that they can switch in on it, but it can also do some serious damage to like Hawlucha and stuff like that. So we decided to do the Thunder. We also got the Stab and everything. We got Hidden Power Ice, which I feel like is pretty self-explanatory looking at their team. Ice is just going to be such a good offensive type, like this game especially with those damn genies. That it still does so much. Like, it just knocks Landorus out. Yeah, like Hidden Power Ice and Life Orb Galvantula will knock out Landorus. Yeah, like no questions
asked. If it's not Yachiberry.
I think even with Yachiberry, there's still a chance, I believe. He's a pretty strong boy. He's a pretty strong boy.
Yeah, he's a strong boy.
And you could also
like Galvantula.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And you can see here we got this special attack. And we got speed, just enough speed, like, so we debated going fully speed invested or not, but there's no point, really. Like, we don't outspeed anything, I think, at full speed.
Yeah, we don't outspeed Coco, that's the only thing. This will outspeed Tornadus.
Yeah, and it's a good way to tell, like, what's going on, too, with some of the speed stuff, because we'll know what, like, if certain things outspeed, then we'll know that it's Jolly or not, things like that. So, it's kind of, that's a pretty well-calculated speed. God, what's the special defense for? I swear it's just to make him a tad bulkier.
It's for Earth Power.
Oh, yeah, Earth Power, that's right. So
11 Earth Power from Galvantula, Landorus.
Yeah. Oh. And then all the rest in special attack. And then we've also got, so Protect is pretty standard. This third, or rather last move technically, we debated a bit what we wanted to do. I think originally we had Electro Web on there.
Yes, we did.
We decided that just what, like, if we're doing Trick Room, and even beyond that, like, if we're gonna lower somebody's speed stat, it's better to do it using String Shot, just because, like, Electric can be, like some of their mons are immune to Electric.
Yeah.
And then we debated, well, maybe should we run Toxic? And we're like, but they have such an offensive team, we're not gonna live. So we settled on Light Screen, because, again, we're assuming they're gonna have more special attackers that we at least have to worry about, and it has special damage. Like, what else do you want from it, you know? So kind of an offensive tad, just a hint of utility in the Galvantula.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If the light screen doesn't go well, it was my idea as a kind of, if we can get it in properly, then it will be useful.
Yeah, I mean, I think the light screen can definitely pay off. It's definitely like none of the other moves that we really were considering were convincing enough, you know.
Yeah, they weren't working, yeah.
And so it might come in handy. Like it could definitely come in clutch. Tell us about Hoopa. Or did you find out about the Varium Z?
I did. So yeah, Varium Z does not push your special attack by 1, but it's a base 195 power move, so it should get a kill. The thing, I got confused because if you get the kill, it'll raise it by 1, and you don't get the -2.
Yeah.
So that was my mistake.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
The Z Twinkle Tackle should kill everything except Mag Mortar, probably.
Yeah, it does so much damage, like calcing that, especially when we've got a ton into special attack. So we're quiet, not modest, quiet, but again, for negative speed for Trick Room, because why not? We'll focus on the Magearna in just a second. We'll get a little more into that, but let's talk about Hoopa real fast first. Hoopa. So we have Hyperspace Fury, Gunk Shot, Trick Room, and Protect, and we're running Poisonium Z again. With the Poisonium Z, me personally, I thought maybe having Hyperspace Fury and Hyperspace Hole would be a good mix in this battle, but we're deciding to go for Poisonium Z just because it's a stronger hitting move, basically. Yeah, the Gunk Shot, so I think it's the same thing with Cyber Baz, is where the Gunk Shot obviously has the chance to miss. If you have the Poisonium Z, it's not gonna miss and go through Protect as well, but it can also, it does serious damage, not just to, the Tapus, but it can really do some serious damage to any of their mons. But the Gunk Shot, I feel like it's just, we need to be able to deal with the Tapus, and that will take out either Bulu or Coco.
Yeah, it'll take them out right away. And again, if we've got the Trick Room up, we don't want the Tapus doing anything bad. We just want them out the way as quickly as possible. So it's a guarantee for at least one of them. That's why, which I understand.
Yeah.
Trick Room, of course, because we're planning on bleeding fast and hitting out the Trick Room. Hyperspace Fury does so much damage.
Yeah.
And again, it does low defense, but we're expecting mainly special attackers.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, U-turn into Hoopa's going to be a thing. If it does hit, we're not going to live anyway.
We have some HP and defense investment because the defense is so, we obviously don't need any speed investment. We don't need any special attack investment. We already have, Hoopa already has pretty good special defense. So after we threw some in attack, we decided to kind of we decided to throw some into defense and HP, just because maybe we'll live something otherwise we wouldn't live. I'm forgetting why we split it up like we did, though.
Unless the defense, I think the defense boost is so that if we get U-turned by a, I think it's tornadoes that we should live just.
Yeah, so it's just a little bit.
I think that's it, sorry.
Yeah, I think that sounds familiar.
Again, as you guys can see, we have thrown us together pretty quickly.
Yeah.
We've done some of the calcs. Some of them are amongst millions of lines of chat.
Yeah, they're all over
pages
the place.
up. Yeah, so we apologize.
And we always do calcs during battle. There's no reason we have it that way. We always do the calcs during the battles. We'll figure it out.
Yes. Yeah, but when we put it into the Pokemon calculator in the battle, we'll see, oh, that's why. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. Yeah. But yeah, so I guess it's a little fun. The Poisonium Z Gunk Shot could be a little fun.
We're looking at leading Infernape Galvantula again. It's always a good lead. Hitting the damage hard. And then
Hoopa and Magearna in the back, yeah.
The Trick Room, yeah.
Yeah,
and then the Mammo's going to be the boy, but Hoopa or Magearna can give us a Trick Room. We said that Magearna doesn't need to be the boy in this game, so I mean, if it gets Mammo up in Trick Room, I'm potentially willing to sack off Magearna. Don't hate me, but I'm potentially willing to.
Yeah, it just depends on what the situation is. And yeah, the Magearna, we showed it up real fast with the Ferrinium Z Fleur Cannon. I think the main reason you got confused is because Fleur Cannon is likely, Twinkle Tackle Fleur Cannon is likely going to kill something and thus get you the boost. And
yeah,
you don't.
That's why I was getting confused.
And you don't lose it. So, and you don't lose you don't have the drop. So.
Yeah.
We also have Flash Cannon. It just kind of hits everything, and then we debated doing something else, but it's just it hits real hard, especially with boost and with the stab. We're not gonna fuss around with the moves too much on Magearna.
We need to have Protect on it. We do need to have Trick Room on it. So that's the reason why.
Yeah, exactly. We're going in with with Trick Room on both Hoop and Magearna, because those are the only 2 mons who learn it, and it kind of sucks that there are bombs for the most part, but it's fine. Like, you know, well, it's just how we drafted, so whatever. And then yeah, Protect is pretty vital. So threw a bunch into special attack, threw a bit through 252 into HP just to make it as bulky as possible. Just a tad into special defense. I believe that's to live on. Oh boy, what is that for?
Oh god.
It's to live.
This is why we don't get rushed.
yeah. It's to live some super effective move. Yeah, like there's.
I think I have the calc somewhere. I'll find it before the battle, Beryl. Don't worry. I do. Guys, again, we're sorry about this. I mean, Duncan and Shof have also explained their team building video, which we know, so you can view their explanation as well. But yeah, we're just trying to sort things out. Hopefully, we will.
Yeah, it's for. I swear, it's just to live just like some sort of special like super effective move on it. I'm blanking. I think it's might be a mag mortar move. It might be flamethrower, but I can't guarantee that. The extra like 20 in special attack doesn't really make that big of a difference anyway. Like it doesn't guarantee us anything. So it might just be for just a tad extra bulk.
We may slightly change it before the battle. We'll let you know. There's
nothing guaranteed. But this seems to be pretty much the final team. Fernic Vancha lead. These guys in the back. We're gonna have a likely a Parasect and the Tentacruel in the back, just like in case, but we're not even that fussed about it.
During team building, the funny moment, I had a mad scientist moment where Beryl was like, Angus, no, stop. Where I came up with like I think it's a very wild Tentacruel set, which I hope we get to use at least some of in one battle.
It didn't work this time, but it was a fun Tentacruel set.
You had to talk me down, but because I was convinced.
Yeah, I know, but it was fun. Maybe it'll get to shine at some other point, but we don't want to show it just in case. So
definitely.
We're not bringing it. Like it doesn't do the work that we need it to this game. So
the day we bring it, you'll know why.
Oh yeah,
you'll see why.
You'll know when we bring it. But yeah, this is basically the team. Sorry for like the delay in upload if you've gotten this far. Check out the battle. That's over on Angus's channel, and don't forget to follow all the MBL stuff, MBL channel, which I've been editing for. I've been trying to do some stuff over there, and fan server and all that sort of fun stuff. We'll see you guys this next week. This is something I probably should have mentioned at the beginning.
Yeah, remember,
This next week we are doing like a mid-season break, so we won't be around for next week, but the week after. E3 and all that sort of fun stuff that'll also be announced on the MBL channel. So we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Hope you guys enjoyed the battle. That'll be on Angus's channel, like I said, and see you then. Bye.
Bye.